All right, let's go, Dubs. Let's go. Y'all didn't think the Dubs was gonna be this dominant, huh? Shannon Sharp and everybody else said that the Warriors gonna. I mean, it's just game one. It's just game one. Let's just go. It's game one. But we looking good for game one. Golden State in five. Let's go Warriors. Let's go. How you doing? Let's go Warriors. I know the LeBron fans, they don't want to hear this. This is not what they want to hear. LeBron sexuals do not want to hear Golden State prospering. I'm not happy about Jonathan Kaminga. It could be, but I doubt that's on. But I'm not happy about Jonathan Kaminga being out the rotation, but I don't know what's gonna go on. I don't know what's going on with Kaminga. Like, what did he do to get out of the rotation? He's completely out of the rotation. Obviously, Jonathan Kaminga is not going to be with the Golden State Warriors this upcoming season. They got Jimmy Butler. I don't know if we're going to win a championship, but if we do win a championship, yeah, they don't have any playoff experience. They don't, but the Warriors are actually that good. Remember, I, where's Danny at? Oh, where's Stevenson? Yeah, remember it was Golden State Warriors. Arabic, Arabic. Fifth ring for Curry. I hope so. I hope so. I mean, because what is Cleveland and Boston? Cleveland and Boston are the two teams that are the best teams in the Eastern Conference, and I think that the Cleveland Cavaliers they dog walked us. They did dog walk us, so I don't know. You know, I think we would match up better against Boston, but Cleveland did dog walk us. So during the regular season, we didn't have Jimmy Butler either, but I still Cleveland's deep. If you didn't hit the like button, let's get the likes up. Get the people in here, let's get the likes up. Score is 61-41. 21, 21 point lead. A little bit did you see what happened to Memphis Grizzlies? The Memphis Grizzlies today? I thought that they 50 points. That's gonna be a sweep for sure. Curry for three. Oh, you see? Did you see Curry? Did you just see that one? You gotta be kidding me. Come on, man. If Curry win his fifth ring, he's in GOAT talks. Did y'all see that? He was falling out of bounds. Hey, go back to the replay on that one. Here you go, right here. Out of bounds. He's going out of bounds. Look at that. How did he hit that? uh, Lakers, they gonna have to. Lakers gonna have to worry about greatest shooter. Now he got to be in the GOAT conversation. I'm not putting him as the greatest player of all time, but he's in the GOAT conversation as one of the greatest players. Look at this. This is ridiculous. Definitely got to be in the GOAT convo. 66-43. 66-43 is the score. But I'm sure it's just game one. I'm sure Udoka's going to make some changes, or the refs are going to make changes the next game. So I don't predict any sweeps. Sweeps aren't good for Adam Silver. So uh, I am I am absolutely confident that the Lakers are going to stack their team even more. Look. I don't care about them stacking their team. I want the bum to go home. That's who I'm tired of. I'm tired of the fake 23. Outside of that, I don't really have any problem with anybody else. All yeah, two categories: one of the greatest, and the best shoot ever. Now it'll be more than just two categories. He'll be in the conversation. He'll be in the conversation. As he'll be in the conversation as a turnover there, as one of the greatest players to play the game, not just shooters. I know people want to just throw him in the shooting category, but Steph does more than just shoot the basketball. That whole offense is predicated around him. I mean, you got to run off screens, you got to chase him around. He makes other players better. I mean, look, Jimmy Butler's on this team. Many people didn't think it was going to work, but he would win championships with uh, four different Warriors units. The Golden State Warriors won with Kevin Durant, uh, pre Kevin Durant, 2022, after him. And if he can make it win, that was with the Andrew Wiggins era. And if he can win with Jimmy Butler, it'd be just more than just the greatest shooter. How you doing? Now LeBron is not the GOAT. LeBron's not the GOAT. Sorry. Got his them six finals losses, and then what happened yesterday? My God. They got hung on a cross by the Minnesota Timberwolves. That was just ridiculous. And yesterday, it could have. I think it was 20, right? But they could have been 30. Could have been 30 points if they would have hit more of their free throws. I can't remember off the top of my head, but uh, I mean, last year they lost to the Denver Nuggets. Who is the GOAT? Michael Jordan. Easy. Michael Jeffrey Jordan is the greatest player who ever laced them up. That's the easiest asked question on the planet. Michael Jeffrey Jordan. That's why they always notice they never compare anybody else to anybody. They always compare him to Mike. I'm not wow. That's the Michael Jordan is the greatest player that ever played a game of basketball. Unless you can't count. It's very simple. That's not even an argument he took. My argument is the team accomplishment. My argument is the team accomplishment. Who was the Finals MVP on all those championships? Michael Jordan. So Michael Jordan retired. They didn't win any damn rings. Michael Jordan came back. He was the Finals MVP and the regular season MVP every time. So no, it's just not a damn team accomplishment. I hate when you guys say that stupid stuff. It's it's not just a team accomplishment. You guys try to do that because you lose the argument. And this league isn't watered down. This league isn't watered down where the ratings are so bad, where there is no centers. The All-Star game is a failed every year. Players can't even stay healthy. And you can't even get players to stay healthy in this league. This is one of the most weakest leagues in NBA history. There's no physicality. Only thing they do is jack up threes. And this is supposed to be the best era. Only thing they do is shoot 3-point shots. Man, go on somewhere with that dumb stuff. That's just stupid. Yeah, this is not comparable. It's not comparable because 6-0 is greater than 4-6. 10 scoring titles is greater than one. Michael Jordan has 10 scoring titles. LeBron James has one scoring title. Michael Jordan has 6 Finals MVPs. LeBron James has 4 MVPs. Michael Jordan has 5 regular season MVPs. LeBron James has what, 4, and he hasn't won one since 2014. Michael Jordan has 2 3-peats. LeBron James has never 3-peat. Michael Jordan has never won. I'm sorry, LeBron James has never won without a super team, without a top 75 player on his team. He's never won. This easy. 2005 through 2018 isn't the best era of NBA players. It isn't. Kobe told you himself that Michael Jordan is the greatest player to ever play the game. Kobe would tell you himself that Michael Jordan was the greatest player of all time. He already said it. There's no comparison. Draymond getting the Defensive Player of the Year award, very well possible. He is in the running. I did see that. I did see Draymond is in the running for the Defensive Player of the Year award in this watered down league. So if Rudy Gobert won 4, then I don't know what to take what to tell you on that one. Draymond is the worst. I like what the Warriors are doing right now. I love what the Warriors are doing right now. They're looking good. Absolutely. Michael Jordan is the greatest player to ever play the game. So game 2 is Tuesday. Look at the train, Jay. That is the Houston train. Curry's 82% winning percentage in the playoffs. LeBron has 72% in the playoffs. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. LeBron James has lost the most playoff games in NBA history. So I don't know how a person who's lost the most playoff games in NBA history can be considered the GOAT. Y'all sure like losing. Y'all like losing for people who are losers. I don't know why I can't get this on my computer, but uh, 66-50. It's still a lot of game left, so anything can happen. Anything can happen. 66-50. If you on time for work every day, should you just get a participation award? That's all that is for being on time. That's what that I mean. Do you do if I show up to the Olympics and always come in third place 20 times, does that mean I'm the greatest? No, it doesn't mean that. Just because I participate in something, it don't make me the greatest. You guys, you guys have some of the dumbest arguments. You say, well, he went. Well, imagine Tim Duncan went to 7. Tim Duncan went to 7, right? 7 NBA Finals and he won 5. 7 NBA Finals and he won 5. So his percentage is better than LeBron. So 68-52. I don't give a excuse my. I don't give a crap at what he did. Did he win? I don't care if he led both teams in all major categories. What does that mean? Hakeem Olajuwon actually went to the NBA Finals, right, and led all teams in all major categories, and he won the championship back to back, right? And he did that with Vernon Maxwell, no, and Otis Thorpe being his top player. So it was like one. You see the difference? Somebody pulls it off, and the other person doesn't. 54-68. Uh, Kobe, nah. It makes zero sense when you're an idiot. You keep talking about stats. You're not talking about winning. Oh, he led. You know what that's like when you go to the basketball court and you keep losing, and you was like, "Well, I got 20 points. I'm the best. I'm the best on my team. I had 20 points. Did you win? Well, no, I didn't. I just led my team in points. That doesn't make you the greatest player just because you led your team in points. Kobe, Dirk had one of the best finals runs ever. Yes, that is true. He had one of the best finals runs ever, and that's a good point too. On that finals run, I mentioned this yesterday, and I'm trying to stay on this game, but you guys love ball strapping LeBron. Um, for some reason, uh, LeBron lost on that finals run to Jason Terry, right? Jason Terry. You think Kobe Bryant or Jason Terry would allow? Uh, I'm sorry. You think Michael Jordan or Kobe Bryant would allow Jason Terry to outplay him in the NBA Finals? Well, LeBron did. LeBron allowed Jason Terry, who was a bench player, in 2011 after he said not one, not two, not three, not four, not five, not six, not seven, not eight. He allowed a bench player who didn't start in the regular season, who averaged 8 points a game, to double his scoring to 18.4 points a game in the NBA Finals. That happened under LeBron's watch. So, no, I don't want what you're drinking. I don't want what you're drinking. You just talking. It was like I was actually watching the game. I watched Jason Terry. Jason Terry tatted the championship on him before they won. He tatted the championship on him and then said LeBron couldn't guard him. Before the series, I think it's on his arm. He went and got a tattoo of the championship and said, "We're gonna win. And if LeBron has to guard him, he can't do it for 7 games." And they were up 2-1, right? The Miami Heat was up 2-1 and allowed the Dallas Mavericks to come back and win. And D Wade and Chris Bosh outscored LeBron James in the series. Both of them outscored him. Jimmy Butler has 19 points in the game. My NBA team, Golden State Warriors. Golden State. Yeah, these bonehead Bron fans, they just boneheads. Come on, your post. Well, he had the most points in the game. That's like, what does that mean? You name a series he lost, talking about he had the most points. All right, buddy. Alley oop. Oh, got blocked. It got blocked. I can deal with your Kobe argument later. I'm trying to enjoy this game, but I do have a plethora of information of why Kobe isn't the GOAT, even though he's one of the greatest players to ever play. I don't give a damn what he did with the Boston Celtics against the against LeBron James in 2011. He got outscored by Jason Terry and Chris Bosh and Dwayne Wade. He averaged 18 points a game. He shrunk under pressure, or what do they call it? Choked. You can't go back and rewrite history. No way you can do it. It's there. It's on YouTube. Just said it. Golden State Warriors. We're up right now, 69-55 in 1 minute and 24 seconds on the game clock and 24 seconds on the shot clock. The Houston Rockets are on the free throw line. All we need to do is win the game here and then get it back to Golden State. That's all we need to do. Just take home court. If they do win the next game in Houston, that would be a bonus. It wouldn't be good for the Rockets. But if we lose that one, we just got to come back to the Bay and just do what we do. This is a very low scoring playoff game. This is how it was in the 80s and 90s. Well, no, 80s they had high scoring games, but in the 90s, this is how it was. It was a dogfight to the end, a little bit closer. They played more defense. Wilt Chamberlain and Steph Curry. Steph Curry. Oh, yeah, Steph Curry all day. All right, we're getting close to the end of the third. 59 seconds on the game. Oh, turnover. Golden State turnover. Almost have to steal. Yeah. No, I've been hearing. Do you see Golden State sweeping the Lakers in the seventh game if they face off? No, ain't gonna be no sweep. You got this is a business also. It's a business. So they're gonna make sure they get them a game. It's a business, a game or two. Just imagine you can't just sweep through the playoffs because you're a Bulls fan. You can't just sweep through the playoffs because the faster they sweep through, that's the less games on TV. So they're gonna need to be able to, have some games. We're gonna be watching Caitlin Clark soon. So the faster that happens, and I don't mind that either. Actually, uh, don't mind watching Caitlin Clark play ball. So it's not gonna happen. It's a business, and who may get swept. What's the team? What's the team? The Memphis Grizzlies. They may get swept. I thought the Grizzlies they would put up a better fight than that. Man, the Grizzlies look bad. 49 seconds on the clock. 58-69. So it's not too far off. Warriors also been known for giving up leads. So let's see if they can secure the lead. Trim down to 11. Butler misses the shot, and this is a gritty game. Steven Adams is on the ground. During the regular season, they scored more points. I don't know what's going on the guess. Minnesota Timberwolves in four. I got you on that one too. I believe that. Minnesota Timberwolves. I hope so. He said in four. That's exactly what it was. Air ball on the three. Oh, that almost went in. This is gonna be a close fourth quarter. You can't think of a floppier, in the history of the NBA than Luca. Oh, LeBron is that flopper, whopper, junior whopper, whatever the commercial says. I don't know. LeBron is the flopper. I don't got a problem with Luca either. He do complain too much. I don't got a problem with Luca. He's starting. He's getting those illustrious. He's getting those calls right now, right? The superstar calls all of a sudden that he was not getting when he was in Dallas. Now the whistle was blowing. You know what I'm saying? But it's crazy. Yesterday's game, the Minnesota Timberwolves, they didn't get to the free throw line until the second quarter with 5 minutes and 28 seconds on the game clock. That was ridiculous. I can't say because they were shooting too many threes because at that point they had more points in the paint than the Lakers, and not only that, Lakers had shot up a bunch of threes. Nah, I don't know about that either. James Harden's a flopper too. I'm not huge on. I'm not huge on James Harden. I know they say he's one of the top guards ever in NBA history, but they allowed him to travel and everything. Then they did a lot of rule changes to kind of slow him down a little bit. Um, I don't like what I don't like about James Harden. Is the fact that he has to dribble, dribble, dribble. He play a lot of ISO ball. I don't like that. You know what I'm saying? You could live and die by that. Lakers need luck because tomorrow I can already tell you how the game's gonna go tomorrow. Uh, first quarter, the first 2 minutes of the game, uh, Rick Fox, king of the flop. First 2 minutes of the game, Rudy Gobert is gonna be in foul trouble. Uh, what's the guy's name? Daniel's gonna get in foul trouble, and I forgot the other guy that was shooting threes. All these guys gonna be in foul trouble. Okay, they're gonna just that's what's gonna happen. And then when the Lakers gonna what they're gonna try to do is make sure the Lakers get a good lead. And mark my words, tomorrow they're gonna make sure the Lakers get like a real big lead. That's what's gonna happen. LBJ will show up in game two. Why did he show up in game one? And please don't tell me it was regular season or whatever, because I'll knock you out the park if you say some goofy stuff. Nas Reed, yeah, Nas Reed. Nas Reed. Nas Reed was knocking down shots out of the blue. He gonna be in foul trouble too. All of them gonna be in foul trouble. And my prediction is in the first quarter, by the time the second quarter, they're gonna have the Lakers up by 20. And then the Minnesota Timberwolves gonna be trying to fight to come back. That's what's gonna happen because it's gonna be the rep. It's not gonna be because of them. It's gonna be because of the calls they make. Daddy Silver Slippers almost peed in his pants yesterday. He didn't expect that. I agree with you. They should trade. You selling your house in Clan. They should. Thank you for the sub. Uh, I agree with you. I agree with you. They should trade LeBron James. I'm no way I'm building my franchise around a 40-year-old. More than an athlete, whatever his name is. Lakers have Luca. We have McDaniels. Lakers have Luca. We have McDaniels. Ant Man is just different breed. Nah, you know what? Ant Man needs to pace himself. Fourth quarter started 9 point. He needs to pace himself. He almost got hurt yesterday, right? And I was so mad. I was so angry because he drove to the basket 2 times and he got knocked down, and that could have been the end of his season or something, or they could have put him out some games. I was very upset that they didn't call it. I put it up on the Facebook page, uh, the no call, and that you can't do that. When you do stuff like that, when the player's health. Okay, Curry for three. Curry missed it. It's gonna be a dogfight. So Ant-Man needs to pace himself, put pressure on the rim, right? 62 to 69. He needs to put pressure on the rim, and he don't need to burn out and get his teammates open because they're gonna try to take the ball out of his hands, right? They're gonna try to stop him. Keys to the game. They need to slow down Austin Reeves. See, pass the ball. You had Warriors. You had what's his name? Post Quentin Post open. Come on, Gary. Right here, Quentin Post is open, right at the top. LeCarron retire. I hope he does. But see now, you got a miracle shot you need from Steph. Oh, Steph! And he was fouled, and they didn't call it. Steph with the three. Hey man, this man's ridiculous, man. We can't go now. This is the last quarter. Curry for three, yes, bang. Stephen Curry. Shingun. I like Shingun. I like him on 2K. 10-point lead. Good game. Steven Adams is on Aquaman is on the free throw line. Do we have on some Skechers? Some running shoes? Without Jalen Green, lack of balance, Warriors are gonna make it. I just think they're missing I think they just got lack of playoff experience. That's all. And the Warriors are pretty good. Jay, you can turn the fan off. The first one, the very first one. Yep. Steven Adams has played the whole game and hasn't committed a foul. That was a foul right there. They didn't call it. 62-72. Oh, 70, 64. The Warriors do play a lot of small ball. Nail biter game. Nail biter. Potts. He missed. Is Steph Curry in my top 10? Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. If LeBron is in everybody's top 10, Steph is in mine too. Yeah, he's in my top 10 players. You should just go normal, Jay. My grit, the Grizzlies lost bad. All right, Barry Smith is on the free throw line right now. So the Warriors need scoring right now. That's what they need scoring. Where are they going to get that scoring from other than Steph Curry? Is what I want to know. Where they're going to get that scoring from other than Steph Curry? Easter Sunday, Cyber Monday, Taco Tuesday, Lakers in 5. Yeah, that's what you believe. You believe that? You say Easter Sunday, Cyber Monday, Taco Tuesday, Lakers in 5. Oh, y'all really, y'all listen, man. Robert De Niro, Tyler Hero, the square root of zero, T Wolves in 5. Okay, how about that? Huh? How about that? Huh? Yes, Robert De Niro, Tyler Hero, the square root of zero, T Wolves in 5. Tell Shannon Sharp I said that. 68-72. This game's getting too close for comfort. And I think this is where you need Jonathan Kaminga. But they don't want to play Kaminga. You need offense right now. Look at that. Jimmy, he's stopping. Okay. Fake. Show and go. GP2, 74-68 makes a layup right here. I'm getting a little nervous, man. Okay. Willie Green. Jimmy Butler got them. Steph takes us. Jimmy Butler got them. Steph takes a seat. Steph can't take a seat right now. He can't take a seat right now. Yeah. He ain't gonna be able to get no rest. Oh, Butler. Thompson comes away with it. Okay. Rebound. 74-68. GP2 with a dunk. Absolutely. Well, we're not used to the Golden State Warriors winning in this fashion. Usually, it's the Golden State Warriors being dominant, knocking down a bunch of threes. This is tight because they're relying on paint points, layups, backdoor cuts. So we're not used to it. Houston's not gonna stop coming though. They're young, so they ain't got nothing to lose. They're gonna just keep coming at you and keep coming at you. So this is gonna be a very interesting ending. But I'm gonna ride with the Warriors. I'm gonna ride with them. Oh, absolutely. Sage Odom, Texas Hold'em, Internet Modem, Lakers in five. I'll be glad when it's over with. Y'all gonna be going to Cancun soon, or wherever you vacation, Lake Michigan, the Dan Ryan. I don't know where y'all going. Lakeshore Drive. Y'all going somewhere. Lakers gonna go home. Terrible defensive team, but so it'll be all over with. Don't worry. Timeout right now. E Idoka takes the timeout after the Gary Payton dunk. So game is getting a little bit too close for comfort. Adjustments must be made. Oh, the next game is gonna be big for Bronny. Well, they did say that Bronny was Anthony Edwards. They said that they were using him in practice to play like Edwards. So maybe that's why it all messed up. "46% of people think that the Warriors series will last 6 games at least. 5%, 31, 5 games, 31%. So, nah, I don't think it is. They got to make their money on FanDuel. Golden hour, rush hour. They just hit the second tower. Lakers in five. Ooh, I hate that Shannon Sharp started this, boy. Shannon Sharp gonna be a sad puppy at the end of the season. Shannon Sharp is gonna be a sad puppy. All right. Let's see what's going on here. Steph bouncing the Rockets. 68-76. Thompson for three. Bingo. Book it. 71-76. That's why I say I don't understand Steve Kerr's decision, man, to go with Kaminga. You're gonna get some athleticism, some almost lost the ball. Warriors got 3 timeouts left in the quarter, and the Houston Rockets only got 2. Yeah, their bench is being outscored. I mean, look at Kaminga. He just sitting there looking. He's sitting there looking. Steph, Steph missed the shot. Oh, they got rid of the ball. They got legs, man. They guys gonna run, boy. 73. Their bench is outscoring us right now. We don't have any help coming from the bench right now. Uh, Looney, offensive foul, blocking foul. Kyrie Irving bend in the corner swerving while AD lurking. Lakers in five. What do I think about the tariffs? Oh my God, y'all is all over the place. uh, I really don't care about the tariffs. If that answers your question. They're challenging this. It was Knicks Pistons series prediction. Oh, my prediction for that series, the Knicks are gonna win it because it's the Knicks. They ain't won a championship since 1973, so they can't help. They can't have them go out in the first round, right? So that would just be bad. So my prediction is the Knicks will take that one. The Pistons choked it up yesterday, so I should ask you what do you think about the Wendy's chicken sandwich? Okay, this on the commercials. Just you asked me about some tariffs. Like that was so wild. I don't care about Trump's tariffs because I'm poor. Who said? How do you know if I'm poor? uh, okay. I I think y'all be bipolar or something, man. You must have a headache. You need to take an Advil. Oof. If they overturn this block, listen, man, I would play Kaminga and then trade him. But I get it. You don't want him to get because he has been getting, huh? Why do I care about people losing millions? I don't give a damn. That's not. You on a basketball page, by the way, and you're talking about terrorists. It's like you must be mentally ill to be on here doing the Warriors game while we're talking about sports to be asking me about terrorists. I don't care. I've lived through a few presidents. I really don't care. Okay, well, that's what happens in life. Okay, sometimes you lose and sometimes you win. Get off your ass, stop complaining, and get up and do something. Next, I'm not sure, Bill. I'm not really sure, Bill. Comments come in fast, sometimes I'm not really sure. I got comments coming in. Oh, why can't you see the comment? All of the comments. Oh, I stream on multiple platforms. So I'm streaming from Facebook and YouTube. So if you're on Facebook, you probably can't see the YouTube. I got a YouTube channel, Raw Sports TV 23. So I haven't done on Instagram because Instagram has sort of a time limit of how you could how would people losing millions benefit me? Thank you. uh, People come in with some of the wildest stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? They don't have their what can I say? They go to salad and go looking for a burger. It's like, and then you get mad because you can't get a burger from a salad place unless you know, unless you're challenged. Lakers in five. I can't wait. If they lose this next game, which I don't think the NBA is going to allow it, I think Adam Silver will suit up himself, and I think he will be in the starting lineup with LeBron James. Okay, Adam Silver's going to be at that game probably. He's going to probably fly there. So if they get on point shave, whatever they're going to do, something's going to happen tomorrow. So now when they get back to Minnesota, I don't know. Home court advantage, even though that don't mean nothing when you play in the Lakers. Home court advantage don't mean nothing. They'll still call. They're gonna still call how they wanted to call it. Steph better not blow this. It's not just Steph. 77-73. I wanted a burger. Nico traded my burger to the Lakers for a salad. You know what? Nico did trade your burger. Oh, good bucket. Nico did trade your burger away for a salad. Anthony Davis. uh, he did trade it. He did trade Anthony Davis. I don't want to be disrespectful to Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis had 40 points, but he was hurt every other play in that game. So, uh, that's just what he got. When you go do business like that, you got to know what you're actually investing in. And there's no secret that trading for Anthony Davis is taking a risk. It's an investment. It's like investing millions into something that is a potential. He is going to be potentially out for half your season. And so Nico still did it. So that's a great analogy. Oh, you said Nico did, y'all. Nico shouldn't even have a seat in the arena, even though he's the fall guy. They got him as the fall guy for yeah, they got him as the fall guy for this, the Dumonts or whatever. So 5 minutes, 13 seconds. Can't make no sense of dude. Well, they said that the owners forced that trade because they didn't want to give him 300 million. So but they made him go out and say he didn't have any regrets. And that was wild. Steph for three. Oh my God. Did you see it? 82-75. 31 points. That was unreal. Look at the defense here. Got to get the rebound. Okay. Fake Drake misses the three. I do not care for fake Drake. He misses the three. Uh, um, their point guard. They missed it. Fred Van Fleet. Fred Van Fleet really pissed. I can't get with him after the Lakers, man. He goes missing. Every time they play the Lakers, that's why I don't like him. That was an incredible 3-point shot. The shots that Steph Curry would take is the shots that you get benched for. Like that's a bad shot. But he hit it. So it's like it's a really bad shot. Percentage, 82-75. This is the lowest scoring playoff game of the opening playoff weekend. Fake Drake got the ball. Don't play him too tight. Okay, they fronted him. Got the steal. Okay. Jimmy. See, he kind of waited too long for that. You was waiting. He was waiting to get bailed out. Jimmy Butler. Oh, Van Fleet. What kind of shot was that? Okay, it's getting physical. Look. Oh, Curry wanted to shoot that. He wanted to shoot that. Uh, uh. He had one more oh. 84-75. This is one of those games. This is an exciting game, man. It's not too, you know, 3 minutes and 30. This is gonna be a long 3 minutes and 33 seconds. This is easy. Easy basket. Challenge it. Notre Dame, Rudy Moses, Moody Little, Richard Tootie, Fruity Pistons in five. Oh, they're getting Draymond and getting a little bit of action going on, a little bit of reminiscent of this 80s and 90s basketball. A tech. Oh, timeout. I'm gonna say, please don't give no tech. We don't need no tech. And Steve Kerr went out to the floor to go get him. We don't need that. I never seen Steve Kerr walked out on the floor and brought Draymond back to the bench. Will the Bulls ever be relevant again? Uh, you know what? Maybe. Uh, you know what? I'm just gonna shut my mouth. They probably will be. I don't know, man. You know, that was sad. They didn't make the playoffs. I mean, it's Chicago. Chicago sports is almost, I don't know. It's when the Chicago Bears become relevant, the Bulls will be relevant again. I don't know. They got some good pieces. I just don't really know about the city of Chicago, man. It's a lot of things. I'm not trying to be negative, but it's just I don't know. It's possible. T Wolves will T Wolves. I'm riding with the T Wolves. I'm riding with the T Wolves. Absolutely. I'm absolutely riding with the Minnesota Timberwolves all the way. Ride them till the wheels fall off. I know that the NBA wants that Golden State versus Lakers matchup. I'm sick of the LeBron versus Steph stuff. It's just pointless. Shangoon's gonna shoot a couple free throws. Suckers bet. Suckers bet. Steph is amazing. Steph is amazing, Sean. Sean, if LeBron James is in the GOAT conversation, not saying that Steph is the GOAT. We know who the GOAT is, but you know how they put if Steph is able to win his fifth ring, if the bum can be in the GOAT conversation, why can't Steph be in that conversation? Please put that in the chat below for me. He's probably taking Balco, getting ready for Tuesday game. Yeah, Savannah. Juice me up. Yeah. 84-77. Sean, you said LeBron is not in the GOAT conversation? Well, we know he's not. He shouldn't be. But we know that they put him in the conversation. So, per ESPN, they ranked him as the second greatest player to ever play the game, right, Sean? Oh, airball. They ranked him in that, right? So, what I'm saying is Steph and LeBron's in the same era, and Steph played less time and got 4 championships, right? Three of them against LeBron. So if he wins another one, he beat Boston. If he does some kind of way win another one this year, should he be in that conversation? Seth Rogers. We got 3 minutes, man. This is a buckle your seatbelt. Buckle up. So we're getting out rebounded. But 51-33. That's bad. That is bad. We're getting the That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Now, small ball is kind of killing us a little bit tonight because they out read. Oh, fake Drake finally hit a shot. So now it's a 2 point lead. Oh, 4 point lead, 80-84. He finally made himself useful. Moses Moody. Book it, baby. Moses Moody for three. Hey, Sean, what do you feel about what they're doing with Jonathan Kaminga? In terms of, do you think it's the right decision? Kerr says this is just not working out. It doesn't fit. Something must be going on behind the scenes that we don't know about in terms of. I got my suspicion. I told you they're not gonna put him on the books next year. We're gonna have somebody else. 1 minute 54 seconds. That's all those are fouls. Curry. Oh, flipped it up. Oh yes, baby. Yeah, three of his championships came against LeBron James. Yes, they did. Three of them came against LeBron, 4-6 James. Okay, fake Drake misses that one. I knew he couldn't hit two in a row. Hello from Mexico. Oh, 90 starter jacket was better than the Chicago Bulls. But and my city though, that red and black were gang colors. So Jimmy's holding it. Oh, Jimmy closed it out. Jimmy closed it out. It ain't over with them. 82-91. You see Jimmy with the clutch shot? That's the art of the mid range. You know, I'm working hard for you guys. I deserve. I'm doing well. I'm doing well watching this game. Yep. Pods. 93-82. Whoop, there it is. Oh, still Jimmy. Jimmy. Yeah. 50,000? What does that mean? 50,000. I don't give a damn about 50,000 points. All time turnover leader. All time missed shots. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Most losses in the playoffs in the NBA history. Most missed shots in the playoffs in the NBA history. Most missed shots in the finals in the NBA. All that belonged to LeBron. So count all that too. I don't care about 50,000 points. I don't care about that. Y'all wasn't talking about 50,000 points with Kareem Abdul-Jabbar when he had 38,000. Y'all wasn't praising him for that. Y'all wasn't praising Kareem for that. Still going at the rest. Like, who cares about that? 50,000 points is still going. Who cares about 50,000 points? He got 50,000 points. Let's go at 50,000. He lost six times in the finals. He missed the most shots in NBA history, the most turnovers in NBA history. He lost the most playoff games in NBA history. Yeah, that's the GOAT. We got this by 10. 95-85. This was a close game. No team got 100 points. This was a dog fight right here to the end. I thought we were going to not close it out. We closed it out. Jimmy came through strong. Steph hit a three. Jimmy came through with a nice LeBron will never trash talk his Oh yeah, I mean, we closed it out. Who cares? It's like the dude said, I'm not mad. No, what am I mad for? I'm not mad at all. All that didn't equate to winning. You see what I'm saying? It didn't equate to winning. And so when you bring up the points argument, uh, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar has, well, I'm sorry, Karl Malone, right? He got more points than Kevin Durant, right? And Kobe Bryant. So is Karl Malone better than Kobe Bryant? And is he better than Kevin Durant? No, he isn't. He just played long. That's a longevity stat. Doesn't mean anything. Been playing since high school. Doesn't mean anything. He just got a lot of points because he just been playing. Doesn't make him the GOAT. That finals record, he didn't lose. He didn't lose just once. He lost not one, but two, three, four, five, six times in the NBA finals. Houston does not have the experience. I agree to win this series. I got Golden State, but it's a long series, so we don't want to be too presumptuous. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what kind of adjustments they're gonna make. That did get kind of close at the end. We over here sweating. Uh, you know, let me see. I don't know. You know what? If the Golden State Warriors win and get to the NBA Finals, no, I'm not gonna say that either. But If they go down to the next round and if LA get there, we gonna drive down and be in the arena. No, I'm just joking. She knocked out. That's why he wore number 6 for the 6-time loser. Right. I love LeBron fans, man. They're the easiest to debate, Sean. They come up with the same stuff. They be like 50,000 points. It's like 50,000 points. What does that mean? Doesn't mean anything. LBJ finna put the scoring record so far out of reach. Who cares? Who cares? He can have that. And you know, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar technically still has a better basketball resume than LeBron. We get 6 rings, 6 regular season MVPs. LeBron hasn't had a regular season MVP since 2014. What about the introspection for the tabs on the Houston is too young to be Golden State. I agree. I don't think they're too young. I just think that no, the Warriors are tough. Warriors gonna be tough, man. If they could just, most airball free throws. Oh yeah, how you gonna be the GOAT and you airballing free throws? Let's talk about that. How are you going to be the greatest player of all time airballing free throws? Sean, I'm looking at these YouTube comments too, man. They coming through, boy, and this is what they're putting in the chat, man. I stream on multiple platforms. I don't know if you on the page too, Sean. They be going crazy, man. On the Instagram page too. You should see the debates on the Instagram page if you haven't. Raw Sports TV 23, bruh. I be having thousands of people on there arguing, man. Respect must be paid to what? A finals loser? It's like, why? I don't know why we should praise losing. Timmy Duncan got a better record. This man just got swept by Jokic. Jokic just swept him in the NBA playoffs, right? Took 4-0, then 4-1. Y'all don't talk about that type of stuff. Y'all don't want to talk about that type of stuff at all. I don't even want to talk about that, Sean. They do not want to talk about what happened with Nikola Jokic and how he gave LeBron James the broom and then a quickie. He gave him a quickie the year after. When what was that Jalen? No. Jamal Murray dunked on him, and after Jamal Murray dunked on him, then Jamal Murray hit a game-winning shot. Was good. I like winning. I cannot see Golden State beat OKC in Boston. Well, they already beat OKC this year 2 times. They beat them 2 times this season. The clown was down 20 points last night, arguing with the rest for one foul. Yeah, that one foul was going to change the game. That one foul was going to change the game. Sean, he says, I cannot see Golden State beating OKC in Boston. We've already beaten Boston in the NBA Finals. You must have forgot about 2020, was it 2022? When we beat the Boston Celtics in the NBA Finals? You forgot about that, right? You forgot about that in 2022. The Boston Celtics are pretty easy. They're going to shoot a lot of 3-point shots. If they off, they off. If they own, they own. That's the only thing they're gonna do. They don't be driving to the basket. They play that type of basketball. It's not really smart basketball. So we're gonna see. We're gonna see. We'll be back here in that. If they do win that championship, then I don't know what to tell you. Yes, that clown was down 20 points last night. Lee Clown James was down 20 points last night, arguing with a ref. 20 points. Regular season and playoffs are different. Boston learned from 2022. Oh, they did. Did they really learn? Because I mean, I don't know if they learned because they do the same thing. They put up 100 threes in the game, and if they're off, they don't really make adjustments. You think Golden State would beat Houston first game? Jitters for Houston? Yeah, Golden State is going to beat Houston. Yes. The bum is going to get swept again unless the oh well, yeah. I don't know if you were on. I made my predictions for tomorrow's game. Foul trouble for Rudy Gobert. Foul trouble for Daniels, all those guys will be in foul trouble. They're gonna take the game from him. That's just what's gonna happen. Nas Reed, he's gonna be in foul trouble. That's what's gonna happen. And so they're gonna stretch the lead, make it hard for them to come back, and then get if they lose tomorrow, then we know the series is over with. They're not gonna come back and just win for that's not gonna happen. So they don't want that. Well, would any player ever would any player Bill ever lose 6 NBA finals with the most help in our lifetime? Would any player who ever played with that much help ever lose 6 times in the NBA finals and get swept by 30-year-old, 38-year-old Tim Duncan in our lifetime? I would like to know. Do you think so? Will we ever get a chance to witness another finals loser like that? I just want to know, baby. I want to know. Sean, what you think? He wants to know, will we ever witness 50,000? I want to know if we ever witness another player like LeBron James, the self-proclaimed GOAT, losing the finals 6 times with the most help in NBA history. Or that just going to belong to him. I can't help off of Marcus Smart and Robert Williams. You're not going to help off of Drew Holiday, Derek White, and Porzingis. Well, we pretty much already beat that team with the exception of Porzingis, and Drew Holiday wasn't on the team. So they can't get beaten. They can't get beaten. OKC will, if they beat if the Warriors beat OKC, if they get in the finals and beat OKC in the Western Conference Finals, then I'm marking them for the championship. We will never see another LeBron like that again. Thank God. Steve Kerr is the worst coach in the NBA. The Olympics all over again with Jonathan Kaminga. I don't know what's going on with Kaminga, man. If they win without Jonathan Kaminga, then what would you say then? Huh? What would you say then if they win without Jonathan Kaminga? If they find a way to win, will you praise Steve Kerr for the being? Will you still claim he's the worst coach? Because that'll be 5 championships under his tutelage. Hey, that'll be 5 championships under his tutelage. Oh, uh, yes, that'll be 5 championships under his tutelage. Bill, I don't really care about scoring records. I mean, God, if you want to look at stats, then Wilt Chamberlain is that man. Okay, Wilt Chamberlain, 100 points in the game, right? Wilt Chamberlain scored 100 points in a game. Wilt Chamberlain, I'm gonna say it again. Wilt Chamberlain scored 100 points in a game. No man has ever done that in NBA history, where he scored 40 points in an NBA game. Okay, so if I want to look at stats, then I'm going to look at Wilt Chamberlain. So you want to look, and matter of fact, LeBron James would never be able to catch his stats. If I want to look at stats, then Wilt Chamberlain averaged. Uh, he had a game right where there was a quadruple double, 53 points in the game with 32 rebounds, 14 assists, 24 blocks in one game, and 12 steals. Something that LeBron Raymond James would never be able to do. So if I just want to pull up NBA stats, you know, I know that the NBA, they don't want to really mention him because then it puts to shame LeBron James, in the narrative that they push. But that was done in the game. Okay? That was done in the game. This man averaged 20 rebounds a game for a season. The big O, Oscar Robertson. So yeah, if you want to look at stats, I'll bring up Wilt Chamberlain. 100 points in the game, a game with a quadruple double, 53 points, 32 rebounds, 14 assists, 24 blocks, and 12 steals, all in one game. And I don't need to go on about other averages he has. If I go on about other averages, averaging what he average. I've answered your questions. Don't care about 50, no one cares about 50,000 points. The moment we start counting points, no one goes into it saying, "Oh, the player who has the most points is the GOAT." That has never been. It's always been about taking that Larry O'Brien home. So that's what it's been about, and how you got it done, the way you get it done. No one cares about points. If that's the case, the GOAT debate would have been between Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and Michael Jordan. The GOAT debate would have been between Kareem uh, Abdul-Jabbar and Michael Jordan. I'm gonna say it again. If it was all about points, the GOAT debate would have been between Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and Michael Jordan. But it wasn't about. It wasn't never. You never heard anybody saying, "Hey, in 1992, before Michael Jordan had already retired, he was considered the greatest player to ever play the game. He was considered the greatest player to ever play the game, right? But in 1992, and that was off the back-to-back of that first three-peat, which, like I said again, LeBron James has never three-peated in his NBA career. With all of the talent he's had, he's never had a three-peat. At least Kobe was able to get one three-peat out of it. You remember that, Sean? Kobe was able to get one three-peat out of his illustrious career with Shaquille O'Neal. They was able to get a three-peat. LeBron has had better lineups than Kobe Bryant, and he is not able to get a three-peat. Where Michael was able to retire and uh, come back to the game. Didn't win the first season because he came back on a what do you call it? Half of a season in March, right? Came back in March. They ended up in the Indiana Pacers. Came back against the Pacers, right? And then going out against the Orlando Magic. But he wasn't really in good conditioning all the way. But the next season, one, two, three, just like before. So no man has ever three-peated twice in NBA history. Do you think that any other man will ever three-peat two times in NBA history for six championships? That's dominance. That's more. That's what LeBron is playing for to win a championship. He lie to you and tell you points, but that's just a thing basically because he knows that he's not going to be able to catch Michael Jordan. So he's like, well, maybe if I could pass Kareem. And the night he passed Kareem Abdul-Jabbar in points for that 38,000, he lost. He lost. Only people who care about that is bronze sexuals because they don't really have any arguments, right? But the night he surpassed Kareem, he got his cheeks clapped that night by the Oklahoma City Thunder. He lost. Anthony Davis was pissed. Do I feel that we can win? You know, if it happens, do I feel that we could win a championship without Jonathan? It's very possible that that could happen. And if they do win a championship without Jonathan, I don't see how it can be done because of his athleticism. But if they, something's going on behind the scenes, and I think Kevin Durant is coming back home. I really feel like Kevin Durant will be Golden State Warrior next season, and I think they sat him out. They know that Kevin Durant may be coming to Golden State next season, and I think that's what's going on. So it's like you don't want Kaminga to get hurt right now. Oh, Celtics not winning the championship again this year. That's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen. They got a chance, but that's not gonna happen. But I think KD is coming home. I think Kevin Durant will be home. Because where else is Kevin Durant gonna go? I don't want him to go to Houston. I like what Houston is doing as far, and they don't need him in Oklahoma City, right? Oklahoma City is they're dominant without Kevin Durant, right? So Golden State, he's still serviceable. You don't want to play him all season long, wear and tear and everything like that. He could come back to Golden State. You could put him in a lineup with Jimmy Butler, Steph Curry, and Draymond, and you will have your team. You have your team again. You know what I'm saying? So if they don't play him, you have your team. If you don't play him, you don't want him to. Kaminga is injury prone. He has rolled ankles and everything. You don't want any of that, especially if you're trying to get rid of him. His contract year is up. So I would like to see them bring in KD and make a final run. I like to see KD compete for a championship. If Kevin Durant wants to win a championship, then he should go to Golden State. Kaminga wants to be a part of the offense, and his game doesn't fit. Well, yeah, he's a slasher attacker, kind of like Jimmy Butler, but I don't know why they can't make his game fit. The Celtics can get revenge on Butler. I don't know if that's going to happen either. Celtics are for sure going to repeat. No, they're not going to repeat. I don't see it. I don't see them repeating. No, I don't see them repeating. No, no, no. Celtics are going to no. Lakers in five. I don't see a three-P happening. Lakers in five. Lakers about to take it slow. What is what's the song? Take it slow. They about to take it slow. Celtics looking solid. I mean, yeah, they got a solid team, but they're I mean, last year when uh they played an injured Luca was injured, right? His calf, so he wasn't 100%. Uh, and throughout the playoff, Tyrese Halliburton, Donovan Mitchell, and Jimmy Butler were all injured, right? And so therefore, they were on a run, one of the easiest finals runs in NBA history. That was one of the easiest finals runs. They played the Pacers. They went up against Miami. They didn't have Jimmy Butler, and then they ended up playing. Who else they play? They said the Indiana Pacers, right? Uh, and Butler was out. Yeah, so that was one of the easiest. Thunder versus the Celtics in the finals. I'm calling it now. The Thunder versus the Celtics. We'll see. Your Lakers are looking like they feel get swept. Listen, if they call this correctly, they will get swept. They will get swept because defensively, the Lakers are terrible defense. That's always been the case. They were better defensively with Anthony Davis, right? They were better defensively with Anthony Davis, who was 100% healthy in the playoffs. Yeah, but these guys were out. So no one's necessarily 100% healthy. Tyrese Halliburton was out. Jimmy Butler was out. Donovan Mitchell was out, right? So they were not even playing because they got injured. So when that happens, that's one of the easiest finals runs. They have to put an asterisk behind it. Now, if they could win now, this would be a little bit different against healthy teams. Orlando Magic are gonna go home, but the asterisk behind it. So yeah, I gotta put an asterisk. I'm still rooting for the Warriors though. Yeah, still rooting for the Warriors. Absolutely. Uh, sweep. Who's sweeping who? Help me out. Who's gonna get swept? Where, when, how, and who do you have getting swept? I don't think the Houston Rockets gonna get swept. I'll be surprised. I would be surprised. Yeah, Magic gonna get swept. I think they're gonna get swept. I like the Magic too, right? I like them, right? I like the Magic, but I think they're gonna get swept. I just don't think, same thing, experience and everything like that. Yeah, I see that happening. Maybe they'll get a game. Maybe they get a game because just in case the Celtics, have an off night or something like that, uh, then it's very well possible that they can, you know, get a game. But nothing beyond the game. Um, I don't see it. But I'm rooting for the Warriors all the way. I'm rooting for the Warriors all the way. Uh, Most definitely. I'm gonna put up a stat here. Let's pull up something here that's very interesting. Okay, so we got all time. I believe this is what I have here. All time NBA playoff leaders in points. Right? No, it's not Boston's fault. Right? It's not Boston's fault either. But let's just say, for instance, let me give you a prime example. Right? Let's just say that Nikola Jokic wasn't healthy, right, for the playoffs, and they end up beating the Denver Nuggets. The first thing that the fans are going to say is, well, they wouldn't have won if Nikola Jokic was playing, right? So you're going to put an asterisk behind it. So it's the same thing, essentially. And it's not like these are just bench players, but Tyrese Halliburton was the starter, and he's the locomotive of the offense. Donovan Mitchell is the power that drives the you know what I'm saying, the Cleveland Cavaliers. And Jimmy Butler, we see, with the Houston, with how much he meant to the Miami Heat. Even though they did make the playoffs, they end up going to play in. Who knows what's going to happen with them? I don't see them going past the first round. I don't see him going out past. But that's well, that's just like if LeBron James was out and the Golden State Warriors beat the Lakers. Even if Luka's playing, the first thing you're gonna say was, "Well, they got lucky because LeBron James is out." So I got to put an asterisk behind that title run, even though they won the title. You know what I'm saying? Got to put an asterisk behind it because it wasn't just one round; it was every round someone was injured, and then Luka had the calf injury in the Western Conference Finals that he was suffering with. So yeah, so the truth is the truth. You know what I'm saying? You can't, it's just like the year that Golden State won one year and the San Antonio Spurs had lost Kawhi. Everybody wondered what that. We don't know what that series would have been if Kawhi was playing. Maybe it looked much different. Maybe the Golden State Warriors don't get to the NBA Finals and win a championship that year. We don't know. We can't say they would or wouldn't, but it would have definitely been a much different series if Kawhi Leonard was there. Absolutely. Do I think Isaiah Thomas cares that he won a ring in 1989 against any injured hobbled Lakers team? I mean, that's not the thing. I mean, it's not the thing. But it's almost like, you know, what I'm pretty much saying is you get to the NBA finals, right? And Jason Tatum is not playing. Let me use Jalen Brown. Jalen Brown is getting knee injections. There's something going on with his knees. Let's say Jalen Brown does not make the Western Conference Finals, and they end up playing the Golden State Warriors. I don't know what's not comprehensible about this. We would question the legitimacy of the title, not that they won, but we question the fact that, hey, well, Jalen Brown was injured. So what the series would have been if Jalen Brown was actually playing? It would have looked a lot different. That's what I'm saying. And in every round that happened to the Boston Celtics. In every round, someone was missing that was not just a bench player or a role player, but their freaking starter out of that starting lineup. So to me, that championship last year was one of the easiest finals runs that I've ever seen in NBA history. Now, I'm not discrediting the fact that they won the championship, but I'm just saying that it was one of the easiest. There was really no test. So this year, if they don't win, they get past, like I said, the Orlando Magic, I don't think they're gonna win, whatever, no more than the game. But it contingent upon who they play. Like Damian Lillard, they said he may return. He may or may not return. If he returns, then let's just say, for instance, if he doesn't return and the Boston Celtics end up playing Giannis Antetokounmpo, well, they traded and they got Dame Lillard. Drew Holiday was in that trade and everything, if I'm not mistaken. That's a vital role in their offense missing. So if that role is missing, you're gonna question, hey, what that would have been like. What would that game or series would have been like if Damian Lillard was playing? Because he is a part of the team. They have so many key players that can just drop 20, who the Boston Celtics, and they got so many key players also at the same time that can go ice cold. We've seen it happen. Because when you depend on 3-point shooting, you have to live and die by it. You got to live and die by 3-point shooting. Live and die. Oh, Jimmy Wong Dong, Wing Dong, Ying Dong. Lakers got blown out yesterday. Lakers got blown out yesterday. Minnesota Timberwolves in 5. Minnesota Timberwolves in 5. oh, Ant Man. Ant Man was going crazy. Oh my God. Let's give a hand up for Ant Man. Ant Man did his thing, boy. Oh my God. Ant Man, Nas Reed, Dante DiVincenzo, uh, Mike Conley, Minnesota Timberwolves, who I got in the finals. Um, I haven't really made my total predictions yet. Who I'm rooting for is the Golden State Warriors. So if I had to make a prediction, the Golden State Warriors would be in the NBA Finals. The Celtics wouldn't make it out the West. Oh, absolutely, they would not make it out the West. I see some chinks. Jocelyn and I agree with you. I do not think that the Celtics will make it out the West. They wouldn't make it out the West. Honestly, I honestly agree. If they were in the West, like I said, they live and die by the 3-point shooting. It's hard for me to watch the Celtics because I turned them on and they jack up so many threes. And they, if you look at it, they put up 73s and they made 10. You know what I'm saying? They put up 73s and made 12 or something. It's like the whole game is them shooting threes. Now, they also set a record of making threes in the beginning of the season, but it's like, okay, uh, they were hot. What can you say? What can you say? What can you say, right? What can you say in that instance? But the Celtics not making it out. Yeah, the Celtics not making it out the West. I totally agree with you on that. I totally agree that the Celtics would not make it out the West. I totally agree. If they were in the West, the Eastern Conference, the Eastern Conference is getting a little better. You know what I'm saying? But you got Indiana, Milwaukee, um, Cleveland Cavaliers, right? Those are your teams. Oh yeah, I'm gonna be live for those games. Yeah, these major games. Yes, NBA Finals. Yes, most definitely. If the Golden State Warriors are there, I'm turning up. I'm going crazy. If the Golden State Warriors can figure out a way to get to the NBA Finals, trust me, we're gonna have. Yes. You hope I remember you said Celtics versus. See, here's the thing. I don't think the Oklahoma City Thunder. I just don't think so. You got Denver Nuggets. The Denver Nuggets are still a threat. I don't know. I think the Clippers will go home. The Clippers are gonna go home. So then you got the Denver Nuggets. I think the Denver Nuggets are still a threat. Nikola Jokic is a bad boy. Nikola Jokic is still out there playing, right? So if Nikola Jokic is still out there, he's a bad boy. Who we don't know, at this particular point. Oh yeah, there's a great possibility that we're beating the Houston Rockets, but it was just game one. But I think that Golden State has the championship DNA in order to do so. If you're in, hit the like button. If you're in, make sure you follow the channel. Please subscribe. But yes, I agree. If you'd like to send a super thanks, you can at Raw Sports TV 23. We can't forget Denver won a chip. I just said that Denver won a championship uh, not too long ago. Even though they got a new coach under their tutelage, uh, you know, I don't really know how this coach's experience, lack of experience, will play a role in this run. I really don't know. You know what I mean? So the Warriors went undefeated against the Lakers this season. No, I think we won a game against the Lakers before the Jimmy Butler. I think they were beating up on us this year, and I think we ended up winning the last game. Uh, you know, when we played them, and I think Jimmy Butler was in the lineup. Jonathan Kaminga actually did play in that game, so um, I can't wait to get to the bottom of the Jonathan Kaminga situation because that really got to hurt a man's confidence. You know what I'm saying? When he can't get in the game, when he feels that he has something valuable to offer to the team, and he's being overlooked. So wherever he's gonna go, I mean, they got Jordan Poole, and what else? James Wiseman were both great players. That we end up losing. One of them tore an ACL. I mean, a meniscus. No, no. What's the muscle that's on the Achilles tendon? They tore the Achilles tendon. So he, uh, yeah, his Achilles tendon got torn, and I haven't heard anything from him. And we see what's going on with Jordan Poole. He's just on the wrong team, but he makes some ill-advised decisions also. Uh, God bless you. God bless you too. Sushi. Lakers not winning at all this year for sure. I do not have the Lakers winning this year. Um, if I am any team, I would be plotting for next year to make adjustments. Like so, if I'm the Golden State Warriors, I'm begging Kevin Durant to come home because that would put a monkey wrench in any plan that the Lakers will have. Because LeBron, let me tell you one thing about LeBron. What he does is he tries to outthink and he tries to cheat his way to the top, right? And what I mean by that is he wants the easy way. He doesn't want to work hard. There's people who would like to go through adversity. When you kind of go through your adversity and everything, Clippers and Nuggets, um, and make it to the top of the mountain, you got to kind of have a story. He doesn't want to have a story. Only thing he wants to do is find out who's great and who wants to play with him. So if it's Kevin Durant, if it's Paul George, whoever it is, he wants him on the team. And then if he wins, he wants all the credit. He doesn't want to share the credit, and then he wants to say, "Yeah, I'm the GOAT." That's what happens. That's what happens. If Cleveland and OKC do not win the chip this season, who do you think will have that drive to get to the finals next season? Well, we got to see what's going to happen with Kevin Durant. The Phoenix Suns, I thought they would have been a lot better this year. You got Sacramento, who was looking kind of good. Sacramento Kings. You got the Dallas Mavericks. You got to ask yourself what's going to happen when Kyrie comes back. Now, I got my doubts because tearing your meniscus in your late 30s or middle 30s, that's kind of rough for someone who's been playing basketball all their life. Yeah, I got the Nuggets winning. Kawhi is playing out of his mind. Uh, I don't trust anything with Kawhi. It's like, is he going to be healthy? I hope he's going to be healthy. But what if he gets injured? Durant should go to the Nuggets. Durant, I mean, he could go to the Nuggets, but he shouldn't. If Durant wants to win, it is a proven fact to come to the Golden State Warriors because we've been in the last 10 years, we've been in the finals in 2015, 2016, 2017, 2018. I think it was 2019, right? And then we went in 2022. That's six. So it's like, to me, winning is in Golden State. He would probably request a trade to go to another super team, who LeBron, because they're gonna have to trade new players. Go to another super team. Who's gonna trade? Do want to go to another super team? Are you speaking of Luca? Um, no, he's LeBron is trying to leave LA. Look, it's LA. Palm trees, nice weather. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, Kevin Durant not going with Drake. Kevin Durant not going. Oh well, Kevin Durant and Draymond had a podcast recently, and I think they aired all that out. You need to go check the podcast out. He said the reason why he didn't come this year was because he didn't want to relocate. He wanted to see it out with his team after he found out about the trade. So that's not saying that he's against it. Draymond Green said they don't need Durant. Yeah, that was then. That was then. This is now. The Suns didn't make a great playoff. The Suns didn't make the playoffs. What are you talking about? No, I'm saying what we're saying is we need to look at them for next season, see what they move, what they have, you know, what they're gonna be like. These are teams that could, uh possibly make moves in the offseason that could put them in the position to be great. Dallas Mavericks, I'm reserved about that because Anthony Davis can't stay healthy. But what happens, if Dallas Mavericks, uh, what happens with the Dallas Mavericks, right? If they, some way can get healthy and, Anthony Davis can, avoid injury, they'll be a tough out. They'll be a tough out. The Dallas Mavericks will be a tough out. If Kyrie comes back, he can get healthy. I don't know how much time he'll be out. If Anthony Davis and Klay Thompson, that's a tough out. We just don't know how they will look because of the imbalance in the roster due to all the injuries. Oh no, he does. He's not a great defender at all. He's not a great defender. You are correct about that. I do give you that. But he's a hell of a basketball player. Great passer. He's really good with finding his teammates. He rebound. Um, where is he? How many MVPs, regular season MVPs does he have? Lakers and War. My prediction for that series all depends. I like the Timberwolves, but it just depends on they can stay poised because the storm is coming. And what I mean by the storm coming is the league. The league is going to really call that game, the next game, different because they don't want the Lakers to go down. We already it's wrestling. They don't want the Lakers to go down, by two because they go down two games, it's over with. So to make it interesting, they're going to probably be a lot of foul. The Minnesota Timberwolves are going to be in foul trouble to next game Tuesday in the first 4 minutes of they're going to the first quarter they're going to shoot a lot of free throws. So watch what I say. LeBron turned into 2016. uh, that's not going to happen either. Yeah, LeBron's not turning into no 2016 nothing. Father Time is undefeated. Father Time is undefeated. My uncle used to always say that when it comes to sports. So he's not going to turn into that. And um, if the Minnesota Timberwolves get out and run, it's over with. If the Minnesota Timberwolves get out and run and play that West Coast gunner, Lakers are in a bad spot without a complete and Lakers fans are not accepting that they still think they can win. Oh yeah, well Lakers fans are always Lakers fans gotta always be uh, thinking that way. Lakers fans gotta always think. I think he should retire too. They gotta always think that way. Luca don't play defense either. Luca don't play defense. I go with Cam Ward if you want to know. I go with Cam Ward. Bron gonna kill game two. Bron is not gonna kill anything. He's gonna get carried. He's not gonna kill. I don't know what y'all think this is, but no, LeBron is not going to kill anything. LeBron James ain't gonna kill anything. Luka Doncic is the best player on the LA Lakers. Yeah, I like that point. They need to get Rudy Gobert. A lot of times the Rudy Gobert could have got it alley oops. So I'm going to agree with you on that one. If they pass the ball more, move the ball around, get everybody involved, scoring will come. That's a good thing. I agree with you with that. Scoring, that's going to come because what they're going to do is Redick is going to try to take the ball out of Anthony Edwards' hands. And so when they're trying to take the ball out of your hands, then you need to trust your teammates, right? That's what they're there for. The teammates can make shots like they made yesterday, right? They can get to the basket, make layups. Then you can't guard him that way because now he's turning to facilitator. Then if you put Luca on him, Austin Reeves on him, now at this particular point, he can look to score because it ain't just Luka Doncic that can't guard anybody or LeBron can't guard anybody. Austin Reeves cannot guard anybody. So now he's being exposed in this series because he cannot guard anybody. Yeah, he did took it a nugget, but he put too much on himself, right? And he ended up burning out against Dallas. So what I'm saying is, that's the way he has to play. And if they can contain Austin Reeves, because don't let Austin Reeves get all these free throws, even though I think the refs are going to call it anyway, then you kind of can go that way. Because if you pay attention to a lot of the game, Lake Show had a bad night, and Minnesota was on. No, that wasn't just a bad night. The Lake Show was exposed. I knew the Lake Show. That ain't the Lake Show number one, but the Lakers. were in trouble when the Chicago Bulls 3 weeks ago beat them by 20. Oh, they were the Chicago Bulls were, oh my God, they were doing it to them. And then that week, people thought that the Lakers were going to get their revenge, and they let the Chicago Bulls come back from the dead on them. Pretty much, they let the Chicago Bulls come back from the dead uh, on them. And when that happened, in the last, and Kobe White hit that shot, and Patrick Williams hit a 3-point shot, and then after that, what's his name hit a Josh Giddey hit the half court shot. I knew the Lakers were fool's gold at that particular time. So they didn't get what's the center, Mark Williams, Robert Williams, whatever the hell he was from the Charlotte Hornets. They didn't get him, so uh, they got to rely on Jackson Hayes. And even if they did get him, I still think defensively, you got LeBron James and Luka Doncic and Austin Reeves in your backcourt, your front court, playing the perimeter, and just those aren't good defenders. In Minnesota, they're tall and athletic, and the Lakers struggle with that. So this could be a bad matchup for them. But the referees, which the Bron fans will ignore, are going to definitely come through tomorrow. The referees will come through. Trust me. The referees are going to come through. They'll come through some kind of way. The refs will come through some kind of way. They're going to start calling bad calls. Some kind of way they're going to get people in foul trouble. We've seen the narrative before. We've seen the story before. We already know what's kind. That's the only way. If the refs aren't saving them, if the NBA refs aren't saving them, shout out to Brazil. Yeah, if the refs aren't saving the Lakers, it's gonna be a long day in hell for them. That's what I said. Extra, Sean. They don't play until Tuesday. Now good point. The rest of the Western Conference teams, I think they're playing tomorrow. But the damn LA Lakers got an extra day of rest. You know why they did that? Because if they would have came back and played today, tomorrow, LeBron's legs wouldn't have been able to handle that. They would have been tired. Jocelyn, we don't promote that type of stuff on the page. I don't like, people talking about that type of stuff because uh it is what it is. You see what I'm saying? I like to be fair. I don't want to see no player get injured. You know what I'm saying? So I like to see them out there. I want a good playoffs. And I don't want no excuses most of all. I don't want any excuses at the end of the day because Bron fans are full of excuses. And I don't want, people making up excuses to why they lost. Well, we didn't have this or that or whatever. I want everybody healthy and ready to rumble, ready to roll. And I want to see may the best man win. Now we know once again, in order for the Lakers to win, you know what's gonna have to happen. The league's gonna have to get involved. Oh, of course, the Lakers are getting us. Yeah, they're getting this. I was like, what the heck? I thought the game was on Monday. I'm like, how the hell the game's on Tuesday? How is the hell the game on Tuesday? They play Saturday, they get the rest on Sunday, and they get the rest on Monday. So they get 2 days off. So maybe LeBron can get his secret sauce in his system. I never seen that before, but yeah, hey, it is with nothing surprises me, man. It don't. Well, the NBA are probably going to help them win game two, but if they don't win game two, it's going to be very hard for them. And I think if they call this game fairly, I believe that the Minnesota Timberwolves could win game two. Minnesota Timberwolves could win game two if they call this game correctly. They call it fairly. How what goes in the playoffs? Sean brought out an excellent point. He said the Lakers got an extra day of rest. So I agree with him. They got an extra day of rest because they already know that LeBron James, his old 40-year-old self, is gonna be tired. Luca's gonna play ISO ball. Luca's looking to score. He's gonna play ISO ball. That's what Luca Doncic does. ISO Luca. Luca needs to have the ball in his hands. Luca got to have the ball in his hands. Sean, you want to reply to that? He said that's how it always goes in the playoffs. Sean, what's your reply to huh? Where do I live? I live in the West Indies. Yes, my friend. I live in the West Indies, my friend. That's how it goes, though. Let's look at this. Okay, let's look at tomorrow night's NBA schedule. Let's look at the NBA schedule for tomorrow night. Tomorrow. NBA games tomorrow. So the Clippers and Nuggets. Luca needs more help. The Clippers and Nuggets played on Saturday. Why come and they're playing tomorrow and Monday? Why come the Lakers aren't playing tomorrow? Why come the Lakers got an extra day? So the person who said the 2 days is always how it's been. Why is it that the Clippers are playing on Monday versus the Denver Nuggets? Then explain that. Explain that. The LA Clippers are playing tomorrow night versus the Denver Nuggets, and they played on Saturday. But you was like, it's always been like that. They get 2 days off, but LeBron gets 2 days off. LeBron gets 2 days off. Oh, that's what I said. They're gonna start. Yeah, they're gonna start the early fouls on Jaden McDaniel and Nas Reed. That's what they're gonna do. So you're gonna have to be poised. How do you overcome that? You got to stay calm. You got to play your game, and you got to know, how to beat the machine. I say keep attacking the basket. I say get Rudy Gobert involved in the game, man. There was a lot of times Rudy Gobert had tips that he missed, like, or he could have had alley oops. Get him involved in the game. Change your game plan. Change your game plan. Attack the basket. Throw them off. You know what I'm saying? And don't argue with the refs because the thing is, the refs gonna turn a blind eye. They're gonna turn a blind eye. Keep attacking the basket. Keep attacking every time you get. Just keep going. And move the ball around. Ant-Man moves the ball around. They got a chance of winning tomorrow. But I agree with you. McDaniel was very great, and Nas Reed was very great. And so what they're gonna do is they're gonna put him in foul trouble. It's the oldest trick in the book because the Lakers are not gonna be able to win anything legitimately. And it's like if you can't win anything legitimately, why are you playing? If you can't win legitimately, why are you playing? So yeah, I said that earlier, man. I said it's gonna be a bunch of BS. You're gonna see foul trouble in the first quarter. There's gonna be foul trouble in the first quarter, and they're gonna try to help them. The foul trouble gonna be out the whole game, or the bonus, being in the bonus. Where they're constantly shooting free throws. So that's gonna happen in the first half. And they want the Minnesota Timberwolves to play from behind. That's what they want to happen. They want the Minnesota Timberwolves to play from behind. So I hope that the Minnesota Timberwolves coach has a game plan for this. Because you got a game plan to what to do in those type of situations where you're not getting the calls. Because he is all about marketing. I don't care how the LeBron fans feel. It's all about marketing, right? They want to market this bum as the GOAT. Well, it's the Lakers. So they've always cheated for the Lakers. Always. They've always cheated for the Lakers. It's a business. So what they want to do is, convince you. And the reason why they mark, there's a lot of stuff behind it. And they know that you bronsexuals won't watch real bad. See, you guys are the problem to the NBA. They know that you guys won't watch it once LeBron goes. Because y'all going to claim that it's boring. Y'all going to say, well, the NBA without LeBron is boring, which it ain't. But they, some kind of way, they brainwashed you into believing that the NBA is, you see the cup? Uh, they bid it. That's what it is. They brainwashed you into believing that the NBA is boring without LeBron. Oh, right now I'm eating a turkey burger right now. Turkey burger and a salad. So yeah. So you guys are what's wrong with the NBA. You guys are what's wrong with the NBA. It's it's the fact that you it's the fact that you guys, y'all are not Lakers fans, y'all watch LeBron. Who is the GOAT? Michael Jordan or LeBron James? Michael Jordan is the greatest player to ever play the game. Michael Jordan is the greatest player to ever play the game. We don't celebrate six-time finals losers over here. We don't celebrate six-time finals losers over here. We don't celebrate six-time finals losers over here. Get it. We don't celebrate six-time finals losers over here. Yeah, we don't celebrate six-time final losers over here. We don't do that. Yeah, had to get the salad out against LeBron went against losers too. LeBron went against losers too. Who can beat Giannis? You ever heard of Shaquille O'Neal? You ever heard of Shaquille O'Neal? Shaquille O'Neal? Shaquille's better than Giannis. I'm sorry, I had to get the salad. I had to get the salad out. Now, yeah, you ever heard of Shaquille O'Neal? You love the NBA? What about football? Well, if you haven't seen him, I understand that too. But there's always YouTube to pull it up. Shaq never shot the ball. Shaq didn't have to shoot the ball. He didn't have to shoot 3-point shots. He was a traditional. Put the pot back in the refrigerator. He was a traditional center. He was a traditional center. So what we don't have today, we got big shooting 3-point shots everywhere. Giannis travels all over often, but they don't call it. That's half the NBA game today: traveling and flopping. Traveling and flopping. Absolutely. Traveling and flopping is half of what we watch in NBA. Traveling and flopping. Yep. So to answer your question, it's never LeBron James. Never got LeBron James in a GOAT conversation. I think the Warriors will lose the next game. They did what they need to do today. They stole the game here. And after they stole the game here, um, I predict that they go down to Golden State, up to the Bay Area, and they go up 3-1. They're going to go up 3-1. That's my prediction for the Golden State Warriors. They're going to go up 3-1. Golden State Warriors, who I got in the playoffs. OKC? I don't think OKC gonna do it. It's too much. It's too much of people betting all their money on OKC. That's why I think SGA gonna get the MVP, and that's gonna be it. I think that's what's gonna happen. Oh, he gonna get the MVP, and that's gonna be it. Yep, Golden State gonna win. I believe. I believe. I'm rooting for them. But because everyone says that OKC are the favorites to win, when you put your money there, you think that they're gonna pay that out? They've already given the Warriors no chance of winning the championship. So that's the way I would look at it. I don't know how many games, but we could see a rematch of the Boston Celtics and the Golden State Warriors. That's a heavy possibility. Oh, well, Pistons had, they turned their season around, but I don't see the Pistons. I don't see the Pistons doing anything. I don't see the Pistons doing nothing, too much of nothing, man. Honestly. I don't see the Pistons doing too much of anything. The Knicks, they're not winning. Orlando taking Boston to 7? No, that's not gonna happen. Orlando gonna be lucky if they get a game. Orlando will be lucky if they get a game. You said the Knicks took over? That'd be crazy though if they do make the Eastern Conference Finals. Knicks versus Celtics, that'd be historic. I think they'll get swept. They might win a game. I don't believe in Karl Anthony Towns. I don't believe in Karl Anthony Towns. I don't think he got it. I like this role on the Timberwolves. They got Julius Randle. And Julius Randle, I don't really know. I don't. Lakers started trapping him yesterday. He don't got no left hand. Oh, Nuggets. The Nuggets. The Nuggets are definitely going to win that. Russell Westbrook almost cost them, and he helped them. That was kind of like a blessing and a curse. It was like a blessing and a curse. Oh, Bruce Lee, is that you? Is that you, Bruce? Guess what, Bruce? Blocked. Who got a right hand though? Julius Randle. Well, you need to have both hands though. You need to play basketball with both hands because what happens when they force you to go left and you can't get to your right? That's when they force you to go left. That's when he started turning the ball over. T Wolves are a sleeper team, man. They are a sleeper team. The only problem is the referees. That's going to be our biggest problem. How is how are the refs going to call the series? That's going to be that's going to be the biggest thing. How the referees going to call it? Are they going to call it fair? Michael Jackson had to put a glove on his right hand. So they just got to play smart, man. They play smart. Anticipate. If I'm the coach, I got to anticipate the adjustments that they're going to make. They're not going to get better defensively overnight. And once those adjustments come, the Warriors shouldn't be scared of the T Wolves. That's going to be tough, but they shouldn't be scared of them. That'll be a heck of a matchup. That'll be a heck of a matchup. What do you guys' thoughts on Bronny James? Is anybody sick of Bronny James? Huh? I'm over Bronny James. Bronny James did play yesterday also. Oh, I do agree he's old and washed up, but what they're gonna try to do is not tank. What they're gonna try to do is they're gonna try to they're gonna try to make some moves in the offseason. Same old BS, man. They're gonna try to stack his team. They gotta stack his team. So once they stack his team, you know, same old stuff. That's what I hate. The fact that they gotta always stack his team. Can't win without a stacked team. So Steph played 40 minutes tonight. Does Paul Gasol? Paul Gasol. Paul Gasol. Well, LeBron sexuals in the NBA probably wants to see Curry versus LeBron. I don't want to see it. I'm tired of that. Um, where is Kevin Durant gonna go next season? Where's Kevin Durant going next season? Anybody think? Anybody got any guess? If you win, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, and uh, follow. But where's Kevin? Where is he? Where is Kevin Durant gonna go? He got to retire. Lakers, Fakers, Bakers, Minnesota in five. I agree. If the Lakers really can he go into the Bucks? Ooh, I don't know. If the Lakers really want to do something, they need to force LeBron to retire and rebuild the team around Luca. I hope he don't go to the Bucks. I don't even think Giannis is gonna stay there. So I hope I don't know. I hope he come back to the Warriors. That's his best chance. If he wants to win, come back home. If he want to win, come back to the Golden State Warriors. Uh-huh. You're not gonna win a championship with the Spurs. You're not gonna win a championship with the Spurs. It's a proven fact that if he wants to win, he's gonna have to play with Steph Curry. That's his best chances of winning the championship. Here's why going to San Antonio is not going to win him a championship. Who is going to be the leader of that team? Right here, Steph Curry's the leader of the team. All Kevin Durant got to do is just get back in his role. We're talking about competing for a championship. He's not going to be able to compete for a championship right now in San Antonio. It's not going to happen. If he wants to compete for a championship, you're going to have to go to the Golden State Warriors. Because he's, what, 36, 37? You don't got time to be experimenting with it already. The experiments already done failed. He went down to New Jersey or Brooklyn. Then he went up to Phoenix. He had super teams. He had the super teams on all those teams. It didn't work. But where did he fit in the most? Golden State. He's, he fit in. He fit in with Golden State the most. Because at this time in age, it's not like he's in his 20s or early 30s. What are you playing for? To win championships. Where is your best option to win championships? Golden State. There you go. I was thinking that too. If the Warriors don't win, then that's the perfect storyline for them to bring back uh, Kevin Durant. But they kind of got to win because Draymond guaranteed they was going to win during the All-Star break. He guaranteed that they were going to win during the All-Star break. But you're all right about that. That would be a storyline, okay? Because that's what happened before. No, that's not. I don't see that happen. I don't see that happen. I'm not gonna win a championship. They're not gonna win a championship now, because he's 37. So basically, what you're saying is this is it. When you're 37 years old, that's it. He's 37 years old. What's going on? Kevin Durant's 37. Ain't no time for it. Like you trying to win it. Low key, that's what he want. He want another title. And then you put Golden State in the mix with the Lakers. Say Golden State, you lit. If he goes back to Golden State, that's gonna be bad news for LeBron. If Kevin Durant goes back to the Golden State Warriors, that's bad news for LeBron James and the LA Lakers. They can get they got Quentin Pose. That'll be bad news, right? To me, that's bad news. Steph Curry should have 6 championships. Nah, he's leaving the Suns. They've already that did not work out. That did not work out. So they're gonna have to reconfigure the thing out with Devin Booker and Bradley Beal. They're gonna have to reconstruct. They're gonna have to reconstruct that whole thing with Bradley Beal and Devin Booker. That's gonna be their main nucleus. Nah, he's out of it. They've already talked about it. Expect for him to be traded or to leave the Phoenix Suns. And I feel that me personally, I feel like that's the reason why Golden State is holding John Kaminga out, and they're just not saying anything. John Kaminga has been held personally, so he won't get injured, so they can give up whoever they're gonna give up. Jonathan Kaminga would fit well in Phoenix with Devin Booker. Jonathan Kaminga would be a great player in Phoenix. Absolutely. It looks like Devin Booker would be Devin Booker, Kaminga. I don't know if they're going to be able to keep Bradley Beal or what's going to happen. Uh, but they add youth. He gets a chance to play and he gets a chance to grow. He's not going to grow in Golden State. And that's what it is. No. I'm saying the Warriors are win. Well, that's my take. I don't know what's going to happen, but I'm saying if the Warriors don't win, we know Jonathan Kaminga is not going to be in the lineup for the playoffs. We see that. So obviously he's going to not be a Warrior next season because his contract is up, right? So if they're not playing him now, that means that the Warriors don't believe in him. That means that the Warriors don't believe in him, right? The Warriors don't believe in him. So it's like if they don't believe in him, he can't grow, he can't play, he's not going to be a Warrior. And then in that situation, you you got to do something. You got to get something back for him. Well, who is available currently right now? Well, Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant is currently available right now. Kevin Durant is currently available right now. It didn't work out in Phoenix. It didn't work out in Brooklyn after he went to Golden State. The last place it worked out in was Golden State. And there you go. Absolutely. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit the like button for us. If you are watching live, make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you follow us. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. The whole nine. Sure. Well, he had the little turmoil between him and Draymond, and they fell out, and um, that's what happened. So He wanted to see if he could do it on his own, but he tried to replicate what he saw in terms of getting a super team, putting that together. But it wasn't just a super team. Like Golden State actually has a system that they play in, and that system works. That system works with Steph Curry and everybody sharing the ball. It's been proven that that's a winning system. It's been proven that that's a winning system. So with that being said, you know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? If it's not broke, don't fix it. And Bobby Ricky, happy birthday to your son, Barry. Happy birthday, man. Enjoy your day. Yes, this is gonna be a very interesting playoffs though. This was to me this was by far one of the best games simply because of the fact that, it was competitive. I like seeing competitive sports games. I don't like seeing games that aren't competitive. Like the Minnesota, I'm sorry, like the game early. You're welcome. Like the game earlier today with the Grizzlies and the Thunder, that wasn't a competitive game. So I don't like seeing games like that. It's the playoffs. We want to see competitive games. We don't want to see blowouts. Definitely hit the like button, subscribe if you're in. We appreciate it. We appreciate everybody supporting the channel. But yes, Golden State all day. Golden State all day. And then, what I want people to do is to put some respect on Steve Kerr's name. Put some respect on Steve Kerr's name because he gets a lot of he gets a lot of error. He gets a lot of error, right? I mean, a lot of backlash. It's not being a great coach and Mark Jackson and yada yada yada. At the end of the day, Mark Jackson, this particular team, is Steve Kerr is coaching. It's not the same Warriors team. There's no Clay. If they can figure out a winning championship with Jimmy, you got to put some. He's going to be one of the winningest coaches in NBA history. You got to put some respect on Steve Kerr. Even though we may not agree with some of his rotation, his small ball does drive me crazy at times. Nah, we don't need to bring back Clay. Cash, is he gonna be on the bench? And I know he don't want to do that, right? I know he don't want to be on the bench, so I don't think we should bring Clay Thomas. Clay Thompson, I didn't call him Clay Thomas. We don't want to bring back Clay Thompson because Clay wasn't happy, and he's got to be able to accept that bench role. Is he gonna accept the bench role? It's a whole nother situation. Is he gonna be able to accept that role? Because he's starting with the Dallas Mavericks. He's starting with them. Yeah. So yeah, we don't want anybody that's not happy. He didn't play well with us, but he's off and on with the Dallas Mavericks. He's streaky, but he's still knocking down shots. He plays like LeBron in the playoffs. Uh, I mean, he does well. He does well enough for us, but huh, I never been high on Looney. I don't know why they're so high on Looney, man. I do not know why they're so high on Kevon Looney, but they keep Kevon. I'd rather have JaVale McGee in the lineup. I miss JaVale McGee. JaVale McGee was my dude in the lineup. I would go out and see if I can get JaVale McGee. But I think Looney knows the system. He just, I don't know. And so they didn't play Clay. Clay wanted more money, and they offered him it once. He turned it down, and now he's in a situation right now where he don't really know what the heck. He's in Dallas right now. Dallas is completely blown away their team. Oh yeah, sports. Well, sports betting has always been a thing, but now it's just really in your face because you got FanDuel, you got all these apps, right, that they got, and now you can get your parlays and all this stuff before the game, your over under. You do it right on your phone, so uh, you know it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I don't. Yeah, I really do think that sports betting, you know, is an old demon that people have to deal with when it comes to sports. Yeah, he took less money. Yeah, he just wasn't happy. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why. I don't know why Clay wasn't happy. He was too hard on himself. He wasn't playing well either. But I seen a couple of games in Dallas where he did well, and he had some off and on nights. But you can't afford to have that. You can't afford to have that in games like this because we got Pods. He could have still been on the team. We got Buddy Hill. Buddy Hill is real streaky. But it is what it is. He's out of there. Yeah. Oh, I agree. Because they ain't draining that money good. You know, I don't really get into it because I'm looking at them. They're saying they don't want to talk about Jonathan Kaminga, so they skipped past that. They skipped past the Jonathan Kaminga thing. I don't know why they don't want to address it, but no, yeah, man. You bet on these games and you think you're going to win, and they keep your money, and you get addicted to it. Yeah, so they're calling out Jonathan Kaminga not playing. I'm looking at the news. Said well, he's probably not going to play. There you go. Something ain't right. Like the song said, something just ain't right. something, something, something just ain't right with that situation. But we're gonna have to wait to see. We're probably not gonna. Yeah, I think they should play him. I think they should play him too. I was watching the halftime report just now. Not the halftime, but the after the game report, and they don't want to pay Kaminga. That's probably the bottom line. They don't want to pay Kaminga. But who do you? We're not gonna know until it's all over with. They don't want to pay him, so they want to, they want to get rid of him. They want to get rid of him. Yeah, he's definitely gone. Yeah. Ah, that is my child. It was a absolute blast. The Golden State Warriors. That was a tough, fought, nail biting, hard game. We did what we had to do to close it out. Our experience showed just our veteran experience. Curry, Draymond being there before, and the lack of experience of the Houston Rockets. Houston did make it tough at the end. Jimmy hit some good shots, some clutch shots at the end. Curry did also, but Jimmy really came through. And I'm gonna ride with the Golden State Warriors. Hot take: Warriors aren't better with Jimmy Butler. They figured out how to play around his skill set. You say you okay? Well, I mean you got to expound on that. The fact that they are making it work with his skill set and what he brings to the table is also great. And if they win the championship with him, that's just a testament to the organization and to the team of how they're able to maximize talented player like Jimmy Butler. Because that clutch shot, the mid range one that he hit tonight, was a big shot. He hit some big shots at the end. So they play Wednesday and then they play Saturday and Monday or something like that. I don't know. 3-1, 2016. Oh, okay. So what about 2015, 2017, 2018? 3-1. 4-20. When he retires, I guess we got to see. But uh, they're making it work with the lineup that they got. They believe in Jimmy Butler. Oh, what are Warriors plan to do? We don't know. We don't know. That's why I thought Kaminga would be around and James Wiseman and Jordan Poole and these guys. So they're gonna have to rebuild just like any other team rebuilds. They're gonna have to go and back to the drawing board and they're gonna have to rebuild. But for right now, we gotta maximize every opportunity that we have with Steph Curry because he's fabulous and one of the greatest players, Steph, to ever play the game. He's phenomenal. Uh, my God, he made some shots tonight that just were ridiculous, and so because of that, uh, was good. Because of that shot he made on Dylan Brooks, I think, when he was heading out of bounds, man, that shot was insane. So when you got a generational talent like that, you got to maximize. You got to maximize. There's a song, something in the past won't let us last. You might as well not even bring it up. Because what that is don't matter. They lost. And they lost in 2017 and 2018 also. End of discussion. Iguodala. Iggy was Iggy was the man. Iggy was definitely the man. Yeah. So they play Wednesday, and then they come back Saturday. And Celtics hungry for the repeat. Thoughts? No, I don't think they're gonna repeat. I just don't think they're gonna repeat. I just don't see it. If they play. Let's just say if OKC. I think OKC will beat them. SGA is on a whole different level. He's playing out his mind. Um, but let's say if the Golden State Warriors. Let's say if the Golden State Warriors, because sometimes Golden State Warriors already know how to beat the Boston Celtics. So they've already out coached that coach, done what they did. I think that. So I don't think they're gonna win a championship. No, I think Jason Tatum will get another one, but I don't think it's gonna be this year. They got the Cleveland. Yeah. Yeah. I don't think it's going to be this year. I don't think it's going to be this year. You said Iguodala. That was actually a goaltend, but it also looked good when Kevin Durant came down and pulled up on LBJ in 2017 for that 3-point shot. And LeBron James walked off the court with his head held down, and Fate came out with a fake cast on his hand. And it also looked good the next year in 2018 when Kevin Durant came down the court in that same spot, and LeBron James ran and switched off and put Rodney Hood on him, and he pulled up and drained that three. Bang. And it also looked good in 2015 when Steph Curry tap danced on him, averaging 27 points a game in the NBA Finals, and pulled up on him from three to get that 3 championships on him. Boom. Well, let me ask you this question. Do you think LeBron James would have wanted to have 3 championships out of that series or one? Would you rather have three or one? Would you rather have $3,000 or $1,000? And I think anybody that's smart knows that they would have rather have more than have less. And so in that series, LeBron, he got less. And Curry got more. Curry got more. Steph Curry got more championships in less time uh, than LeBron James. I mean, he got the same amount of championships in less time. Steph Curry got the same amount of championships in less time. He been playing 22 seasons and only got 4, and we don't even count that bubble stuff. Steph Curry played less time. Got 4 and 3 off of his head. 3. Blah, 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 blah. LeBron had to get D Wade and Chris Bosh, Kevin Love, and everybody else, and Anthony Davis and Luka Doncic. He had to get all these players. Blah 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 blah. If he'd go, he should have won, but he didn't win. He got his whooped. Got whooped. Made that man leave Cleveland and go to LA to get whooped some more by your boy Nikola Jokic, his daddy. His daddy is Nikola Jokic. Love what the Warriors have done. And today, game 2 is on Wednesday. So, game 2 is Wednesday. I go live. We'll go live for the Nikola Jokic, and the Kawhi Leonard, who Kawhi is balling for now. He's balling out of his mind right now. Balling out of his mind. Balling, 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 balling. Kawhi Leonard is balling. So we're gonna deal with that on tomorrow, man. I'm gonna end the stream, man. I'm getting tired. Thank everybody. Peace. I'm out.